Okay friends, it's time for your favorite thing, voiceover Sarah. It's been a day, so bear with me. Today's video is a sweet short 7 minutes long, so I hope you stick with me for the whole thing. I was perusing Pinterest for some easy Valentines ideas to send to Kasper's classmates, and we're making them with the Cricut. Do you need a Cricut? No. You can either use a giant circle hole punch or some scissors. And I would definitely recommend using printer paper or like a super thin decorative paper for this. I used a lightweight cardstock for the actual little fortune cookies, and then a medium weight cardstock for the little tags to go on the inside. Anyways, I had gone through Pinterest on my iPad, so I had to go find the link. The link did not work, so I just watched the video again. It's super simple, and I will walk you through all of the steps. Do as I say, not as I do, because it was a hot mess. So you're just going to make yourself a bunch of circles, and I resized these suckers twice. So first I did 4-inch circles, and then I couldn't fit a lot on one sheet of paper. The cardstock I was using was like regular printer paper size, 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to make myself a little white box that's 8.5 by 11 so I can see exactly how many circles I can fit on it. That's what I'm doing here. I'm going to make it white so that it's easier to see everything. And then if you just right click on your item, you can move it to the front. So bring to front, and then we're going to duplicate. Once you have all of your circles aligned, you're going to weld them together so they all stick in this kind of orientation. Click make it in the top right hand corner, and then once it lets you, you're going to select your paper type. I'm using a light cardstock for the circles, and then I'm going to put little scrolls on the inside. We'll use a medium cardstock for that. If you know that you're going to be making a bunch of these, in the top left-hand corner you can select how many copies you want to make, so you don't have to keep going back in to click make it. I'm making 5 sheets, so I'd have 30 circles, just in case I had a few mess-ups. P.S. Newsflash, definitely had a couple mess-ups. Okay, round 1 of circles is done. Round 1 of many. So I'm going to cut out a bunch more of these circles, and then we'll move on to the next step. On to the next step, I'm going to put a little scroll on the inside of these. I found this just from a Google image search. It was a free clip art file, and I will duplicate this after resizing it, and then you have this option if you want. You can arrange them kind of central or vertical or whatever, and I'm choosing to distribute them vertically. That will just spread them all out evenly before I duplicate and make like 5,000 of these. By 5,000 I think I made like, I don't know, 30 something. Again, just so you have backups. If you're like me, you're going to make a few mistakes. And then I wanted them all to fit onto one sheet, so I'm turning that last row 90 degrees. And I'm going to resize everything so that it'll fit onto the maximum that a Cricut will cut in the horizontal department, which is like 11.5 inches or 11.5. And then we will go and click make it, and we're going to cut it out. Oops, see, I forgot to attach them all. Go back, attach them, then click make it, and then you're going to select medium cardstock. It'll just give the little scrolls a little bit more oomph and let your Cricut do its thing. We're cutting out so many. And then, genius that I am, decided that the little edges needed some color on them. So you'll see that at the end, just to make them kind of stand out a little bit. Peel off your 50,000 little scrolls, and then write your little notes on them, and then we'll stick these suckers together. Are you ready? I wasn't. I watched the video. It seemed so much easier on the video. I definitely suggest finding it. I'll link it down below. It's a YouTube video. But I don't know if it's just because the paper I was using was a little bit more firm and it wasn't just regular printer paper, Oh my goodness. So you're gonna need glue, and I was using my glue stick here. It did not do the trick because it doesn't dry fast enough. So then I went, you'll see in a hot second, I absconded with Peter's super quick drying tacky glue. It definitely made a difference, but then I also decided, because I didn't want this to take 5,000 hours, I grabbed a bunch of my sewing clips and I held the edges together with the sewing clips so that I could keep working. And it actually helped quite a bit. So you could use, I don't know, paper clips, bobby pins, really anything that you've got to hold those suckers together. So basically you're gonna fold them in half one way and put like a little crease, then open it up and fold it in half 90 degrees from that. And that little crease that you first put in helps you kind of pinch it together. And I kept thinking, like, I'm doing this wrong because one of the edges just didn't look nice. That's what it's supposed to look like, because you just flip it over. And then I would recommend, if you're putting anything inside of them, like a little scroll or like, I don't know, a little treat or something. I'm sure if you made them big enough, you could fit like a Hershey's Kiss in there. But you definitely want to put your item in there before you add any glue and like pinch it together, because once it's closed, like, good luck. You won't get anything in there that's gonna stay. But yeah, I mean, they turned out great. They're done. I'm happy. Not my best work, I mean, compared to last year's Valentines where I made little heart pouches for everybody. Oh, but ain't nobody got time for that these days. So I hope you enjoyed it. A nice, easy one today. And I will be back at you next week with something motivating. Bye.